In from the northwest with some scattered showers from northern Scotland and a few showers running down North Sea coast as well. But still, for many of you, it's the dry spell of weather that's going to last quite a long time, with quite a bit of cloud around at times, but also some sunny spells. Now, looking at the weather picture across England and Wales, again, a lot of fine conditions with sunny spells. Those temperatures, though, just easing back. No longer are we talking about highs getting into the 20s, more the upper teens, and in a northwesterly breeze. I suppose in the mornings you'll feel a little on the cool side.
Hello, welcome to BBC News. I'm David Eades. King Charles III is officially proclaimed as the new monarch in a ceremony at St James's Palace, televised for the first time.
And in carrying out the heavy task that has been laid upon me, and to which I now dedicate what remains to me of my life, I pray for the guidance and help of Almighty God.
All 6 living former British Prime Ministers were in the audience, which included other senior politicians, judges and officials. Outside, hundreds of people witnessed the pomp and ceremony of the proclamation from a balcony of the palace.
Prince Charles Philip Arthur George is now, by the death of our late sovereign of happy memory, become our only lawful and rightful liege lord, Charles III.
The Queen's state funeral will be held at Westminster Abbey on Monday the 19th of September. King Charles approved the day as a public holiday. Also a surprise show of unity as the Prince and Princess of Wales are joined by Prince Harry and Meghan at Windsor Castle. At Balmoral, the Queen's 3 younger children and their families viewed tributes to her after attending a church service. And in other news, Ukraine says it has retaken several key towns and cities in the north and east as its offensive against Russian forces gathers pace. Thanks for joining us. Well, it's been confirmed that Queen Elizabeth's funeral will take place on September the 19th. Her body will lie in state for 4 days before the service to allow the public to pay their respects. A public holiday has been declared in both the UK and Australia, and King Charles has now officially been proclaimed as the new monarch during a historic ceremony at St James's Palace in London. The accession proceedings, which date back centuries, were televised for the very first time. Our royal correspondent Nicholas Witchell was watching the day's events.
In the setting of London's original royal palace at St James's, the Accession Council, Britain's political leaders past and present with other notable figures, there to pledge their allegiance to Britain's new head of state.
God save the King!
God save the King!
The King joined the Accession Council gathered in the palace's throne room to make his declaration.
It is my most sorrowful duty to announce to you the death of my beloved mother, the Queen. I know how deeply you, the entire nation, and I think I may say the whole world, sympathize with me in the irreparable loss we've all suffered. My mother's reign was unequaled in its duration, its dedication, and its devotion. Even as we grieve, we give thanks for this most faithful life. I am deeply aware of this great inheritance and of the duties and heavy responsibilities of sovereignty, which have now passed to me. In taking up these responsibilities, I shall strive to follow the inspiring example I have been set in upholding constitutional government and to seek the peace, harmony, and prosperity of the peoples of these islands and of the Commonwealth realms and territories throughout the world. And in carrying out the heavy task that has been laid upon me, and to which I now dedicate what remains to me of my life, I pray for the guidance and help of Almighty God.
Concerning the security of the Church of Scotland.
The King took a centuries-old oath to preserve the position of the Church of Scotland.
I, Charles III, by the grace of God, of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland, and of my other realms and territories, King, Defender of the Faith, do faithfully promise and swear that I shall inviolably maintain and preserve the settlement of the true Protestant religion as established by the laws made in Scotland.
Watched by the heir to the throne, Prince William, Prince of Wales, and Camilla the Queen Consort, he signed the oath Charles R. Charles Rex, King. And then a moment of pageantry. From a balcony, the Garter King of Arms issued the proclamation of the new king's reign.
Whereas it has pleased Almighty God to call to his mercy our late Sovereign Lady, Queen Elizabeth II, of blessed and glorious memory, by whose decease the crown of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland is solely and rightfully come to the Prince Charles Philip Arthur George. We, therefore, do now hereby, with one voice and consent of tongue and heart, publish and proclaim that the Prince Charles Philip Arthur George is now, by the death of our late sovereign of happy memory, become our only lawful and rightful liege lord, Charles III.
The King's Guard gave 3 cheers.
3 cheers for His Majesty the King! Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray!
Following centuries-old tradition, the proclamation was also issued in the City of London.
Hooray! Hip hip!
Affirming and proclaiming the reign of Charles III to all corners of his kingdom. Nicholas Witchell, BBC News.